Les amis, bonjour, j'espère que vous allez bien. Petit épisode bonus du coup sur Twin Mirror, parce que comme vous le savez, j'avais expliqué, nos choix déterminent effectivement des conséquences. Donc vous avez également plusieurs fins disponibles. On en compte normalement 5. Donc ce que je vous propose, c'est que donc moi j'ai fait une fin qui correspond je sais pas si on peut dire la bonne, mais en tout cas elle correspond à une fin correcte. Et en fait, il en existe quatre autres. Donc, je vous propose de vous les partager. Donc, je vais pas refaire le jeu, hein. Je vais prendre simplement les vidéos qu'a fait un ami sur YouTube qui s'appelle Wolf pour lequel je ferai certainement, je vous mettrai un lien. Alors, les vidéos sont en anglais, c'est sous-titré. Bon, c'est assez compréhensible. Et ce qui est bien, c'est que ça confirme une des théories que j'avais depuis le début. Mais bon, je vais vous laisser découvrir. N'oubliez pas, comme d'habitude, les amis, de vous abonner à la chaîne, très important, de me faire part de vos réactions, des commentaires, des likes, ça me donne de la force et ça me donne envie aussi de continuer à vous partager ce que je fais. Voilà, je vous propose qu'on ne perde pas plus de temps, je vais vous afficher chacune des fins, je passerai simplement pas sur celle que j'ai déjà fait, que vous avez déjà vue. Voilà. Alors, cette première fin alternative, le grand changement par rapport à ce que nous on a fait, c'est qu'au lieu d'écouter nos conseils et d'essayer de calmer Declan, bah simplement, en fait, on va aller à l'essentiel et on va agir précipitamment. Donc, vous allez voir les conséquences.
Keep his attention on you. Anna, now!
No, you don't!
Anna!
Asshole.
Hello? A woman has been shot. I need an ambulance. Just hurry! Anna? Can you hear me? I need you to stay with me. I need you to... This is one funeral I can't avoid.
Sam, got a moment? I hope you know you've got my honest sympathies. If there's anything the Basswood Police Department can do for you, or even just little old me, you give me a holler, all right? For now, I wanted to tell you, we found Declan's fingerprints on Dennis's gun. Dickie's statement also corroborates your testimony. No charges are going to be filed against you. It's clear self-defense. Still hard to believe a man I trusted was running a drug ring. Here.
She's worried about her re-election chances as sheriff. She's playing cleanup for the whole police force right now. Before you answer, just remember, it's always nice to have a police chief as a friend. It wasn't your fault. No one saw it coming.
I still would have trusted him with my life. He was serious, dedicated. Looking back, maybe obsessed.
It's a rot that grows deep under the floorboards. I didn't see it either.
What happened isn't on you.
Thanks, officer.
Bess, hon. I've known you too long for you to call me anything else. Anyway, I guess I've kept you long enough. I'll let you go now. Look after yourself, Sam.
Just remember, this funeral isn't about you, or even Anna. It's about everyone. Us mourners sharing catharsis. I could use some of that today. Listen, empathize, express yourself. Let them see she mattered to you. Don't be afraid, and you'll be fine. Hey, Ethan.
Sam, I'm not sure what to say. I know you and Anna were close. I'm sorry about what happened.
I appreciate that. Hey, I never apologized for trashing the bar that night. I'm sorry.
Forget it. It's not the first brawl I've had in my bar. It won't be the last. So, you, holding up all right?
Not gonna lie, I've been better. But it's one day at a time, I guess.
Well, sounds like you're on the right path. Well, listen, next time you're at the Haven, let me buy you a beer, all right?
I'll probably take you up on that. You're angry. You have every right to be.
I should press charges. You could have killed people.
I'm truly sorry for what happened. I was so obsessed with finding Dickie. I was out of line.
You were. But your actions also stopped a truly terrible man. Sam, do not lose yourself in obsession. It is a most dangerous place to be lost.
I was lost there for a time, but I think I've found myself now.
So, was it worth it in the end?
I'm not sure. It's still something I ask myself every day.
As do I. I hope you find your answer. I'm sorry for your loss, Sam.
Bug? I know how you feel. I miss her so much.
I wish I hadn't given Anna such a hard time before. She didn't want to be a stepmother and, well, I didn't want to be a stepdaughter. Now, I don't know. I'll never know if it could have been okay. I shouldn't have told you about my dad.
You had to tell someone. I'm just glad you trusted me.
I know, Muley. I always knew you'd listen. Even when I was mad at you.
I told you it was a mistake to indulge her back at the pub. Well, I officially admit that I was wrong, and now I can see why.
It just... If I hadn't said anything, this wouldn't have happened to Anna. But I was so mad about my dad. So mad that I couldn't even cry. Well, I couldn't until now. Until I finally knew what happened. And that makes me feel selfish. Like all of this happened because of me.
Come here.
So, it's not my fault?
It isn't anyone's fault. No one alive, at least.
I still feel bad.
I know. But it's not your fault.
Sam. Of course, she just walks off. I don't know how to reach that girl. It was hard before, but now, she's completely shut me out.
She's still trying to make sense of all that's happened. She's been through a lot. Maybe Basswood just isn't the right place for her anymore.
You don't understand. It's not that easy to leave.
Kathy, I'm not here to judge. I just want to help.
I know. Sorry. I've just been dealing with so much lately. You've always managed to get Joan to talk to you. Any advice?
Now, Sam, we need to be really careful about this. Kathy's already on edge. Joan noticed her mom is overdoing the painkillers, but we can't just kick the door down and confront her directly. Kathy, Joan is distant because she feels you haven't been yourself lately. She told me at times it's like you don't see her.
It's nothing against her. I've just been working myself ragged, and I hurt my back, and...
She said it wasn't just that. She's noticed the pills.
It's the only way I can deal with my back, and it helps with other things.
Look, I can't imagine how hard it is to raise a child by yourself. But I don't want to see Joan grow apart from the last parent she has.
Oh, God. I didn't realize it got that bad. You're right. I need to get help. Sam, could I count on you to help look after Joan every now and then? She needs the people she loves close to her right now.
I'd love to. I get along better with her than most adults.
I thought I could do this alone.
I'm here to help in any way I can.
Thank you. And if you ever need something, know your family. I need to talk to my daughter. Hey, I'm real sorry about Anna.
We are all grieving.
Time for you to step in. She needs to know that she's not alone. Christina, I know how you feel. I'll always have that hole in my heart where she used to be.
She's never coming into my shop again.
No, she won't, and it hurts. But you have to remember her for all the good moments you two shared. And you can bet that wherever she is, she misses your coffee.
I'm sure she does. Thank you, Sam. There have just been too many funerals lately.
Yes, there has, madam. Thank you. You have a way with words, young man.
Misery loves company, Sam. You did well.
Sam, we really have to stop meeting like this. Did you change your hair? You seem different.
Joe, I'm so...
You promised you'd keep her safe.
He's got a lot of rage in him. It's tearing him up. Maybe just let him take it out on you.
I knew she was in danger. Your poker face has always been crap, but I trusted you. Thought you'd keep her safe. Thought you cared for her, but you didn't. She's dead, and I'm still here. Old. Broken. Why didn't you kill that bastard sooner? Why'd you let him take my little girl? Should have... My little girl. My little girl. I'm sorry. I know you did all you could. I'm glad she wasn't alone. Sam, you're the only one who might know the pain I'm going through.
He needs to know the people who hurt his daughter have been punished. He needs to hear from you that all of this is over. It's over. The man who hurt your daughter and Nick is gone. No one got away with anything.
That's the only thing that comforts me. You know, she never regretted having you in her life. She'd want you to know that.
Anna was... she was... words. You spend your whole life devoted to them. Yet they fail you when you need them most. I miss her. I miss her. And I don't think I have anything else.
You should say something. Let people know you're grieving with them. You don't have to suffer alone. They're here for you, and you're here for them. It's a lot of weight to speak about someone who's gone. How do you start? Anna had a heart bigger than this whole town. We all managed to fit in there. It didn't matter where you came from, what you did. She still cared about you. There's going to be a lot less heart in this town without her. She only left Basswood for college. After that, she never wanted to leave again. Basswood was her life. The happiest I ever saw her was the day she bought a house here. She wanted to make this town a better place for her, for everyone. Make Basswood a place that you don't run from, but run to. We honor Anna every time we look at someone and realize they're alive. Every time we stop to consider their feelings. Every time we open ourselves up. Every time we care about the person standing next to us. That's how we honor her. Goodbye, Anna. You'll be missed.
Strong words. Strong words.
She'd have loved that.
Well said.
Vous l'avez vu, donc les conséquences, c'est qu'effectivement Anna se fait tirer dessus et décède. Parmi les autres choix qui sont possibles, souvenez-vous, lorsqu'on était face au miroir, on pouvait choisir soit notre double, notre conscience, notre voix de la raison, soit la vérité, le Sam qu'on connaît, hein, donc c'est le Sam qui est porté vraiment que sur les faits et uniquement les faits. Et ce Sam-là, on pouvait le choisir. Mais lui, du coup, il renonçait au bonheur. Donc c'est pas le choix que nous on avait fait, et là on va voir ce qui se passe si on choisit cette version.
The truth is worth more than any of us. Damn society. Damn being happy. I was afraid you'd say that. But you have to be you. I'll see you around. No, you won't, Sam. But good luck. The world is an ugly place when you can really see it. If I can get close enough, I can stop Declan from using his gun. It's definitely risky.
Bastard.
Hello? A woman has been shot. I need an ambulance. Just hurry! Okay, good. Stay with me. You have to stay with me.
I'm fine. Don't worry.
Anna, Anna, please.
Carrie James at 104.3 WVCK, the Basswood Sound. You heard the news today? The local cop who died in that fatal shooting last week is apparently the head of a small opioid ring right here in Basswood. Crazy. It's believed he used his position to bring in drugs from all over the county and that he murdered 2 people in an attempted cover-up. Good news, however, the journalist who was wounded while confronting the rogue cop was released from the hospital today.
Looks like I'm not the only one who's come to visit Anna.
Sam, hold your horses. Anna's busy with the sheriff. You should probably give him a moment or two.
Sure, Joe. How you been?
How have I been? Son, I appreciate you being here for Anna, but it don't change what happened. My girl's hurt, real bad. And things could have been even worse without you. You did good.
Joe.
No, Anna told me what you did. How hard you fought. Thank you for keeping your word.
I had to. That promise kept me going.
I bet it did. But you better not drag my daughter into any more dangerous situations, all right?
Where are they? Where are Dad's notebooks? The yellow legal pad ones?
You can get them later. You need to say hello to the guests who just arrived.
The yellow ones were Dad's favorites. I wanted to start using them. They've got to be here somewhere. Just give me a minute.
Don't make me say it again.
Fine. I guess it doesn't really matter. Careful, Muley. She's in one of her moods.
I'm sorry you had to see that. It was hard before, but now she's completely shut me out.
It's not surprising, given what happened. This town is no place for a teenager. Kathy, now is the time to get out of Basswood.
You don't understand. It's not that easy to leave. You've always managed to get Joan to talk to you. Any advice?
You can't keep blaming her for everything. You also have to work on your own issues.
What? Who are you to say that to me? You don't know the first thing about me.
I know Joan feels you don't listen to her. She told me last week she was about to leave for her aunt's. She even told me about your pills, Kathy.
She did. And you didn't think to come warn me? This shows how much you really care about her. Anyway, I was going to take some time off work, get myself together. After everything that's happened, I figured it's time I got a hold of things. I didn't need you to tell me that. Take care of yourself, Sam.
Hey, Bug.
Hey, Muley.
How are you holding up?
Fine, I guess. Well, at least that's what most people want me to say when they ask.
I've been there too. Most people say that without meaning it. But I do mean it, Bug. So how are you?
I guess better today than yesterday? Maybe. I still miss Dad. But finding out what happened to him, I don't know, makes me feel a bit better. It's not bad, but it makes me feel better, right?
No, it's not bad. I feel the same way.
Hey, Muley. Are you staying around this time?
I can't stay, Bug.
Oh.
I talked to your mom. She's gonna try to do better by you. So try to do better by her too, all right? It won't be easy, but I know you're strong enough.
I'll try. I'm gonna miss you, Muley. I'll really miss you.
Me too, Bug. I need to find Anna. Call me whenever you want to. Deal?
Yeah. Deal.
Walter.
Samuel, my boy. As I live and breathe. I kept meaning to call, but phones are so impersonal. How are you holding up?
I'm actually doing pretty good. I feel like I'm finally in a place mentally. Finally me.
You went through something terrible, but I'm glad you came out the other end. I've had a brush myself with the maker here and there, and I would never call them fun. Not fun at all. Life-affirming, though, definitely. Even for those close to you. It leaves a mark. Now, 2 members of my family of heart are gone. One is wounded. It might be time for me to finally hang up my saddle. The Basswood Jungle has printed its last pages.
If you feel it's the right thing to do.
Believe me, it doesn't feel right one bit, but my flame has run its course. Without Nick, without Dennis.
Can't run a paper by yourself.
Nor would I want to. Well, I've taken up enough of your time. I'll leave you to the other guests. Drop me a line sometime. Drop me a line.
And you make sure to push yourself. Get some fresh air. Don't let these doctors keep you cooped up for too long now. Oh, Sam, you're finally here. I was looking for you. Now, I know you've been through hell and back. I know that. If there's anything the Basswood Police Department can do for you, or even just little old me, you give me a holler, all right? For now, well, I got some good news for you for once. We found Declan's fingerprints on Dennis's gun. And since your testimony and Anna's corroborate Dickie's statement, no charges are going to be filed against you or Anna. It's clear self-defense. Still hard to believe a man I trusted was running a drug ring. Here.
I'm gonna make sure that what happened to Nick is big news.
I know you will, sweetie. Just keep something in mind. I think God put an angel and a devil in each of us when we were born. We spend our whole lives watching them fight it out. And most days, that little angel comes out on top. But we all have times when it's the devil who's in charge.
Nobody's perfect, but my own angel is telling me to tell Nick's story.
And I can promise you one thing. I won't let another Declan happen again. You have my word on that. Well, I'd love to stay, but I'm afraid duty calls. Look after yourself, Sam.
So? I wasn't sure you'd show up at all.
I meant to get here before, but... You look better?
Better than last week, I guess, but that's setting a low bar. It could have been even worse if you hadn't... you saved my life.
You made sure I didn't get killed. I got you shot.
Yeah, but only in a part I didn't need. I'm stronger than ever. Ow. Stronger mentally. What's wrong?
I wish we'd gotten those files.
The guy who was behind it all broke his neck trying to kill us. Case closed.
Yeah. I mean, I guess.
You guess. You're alive. Let it go and enjoy having lived. I am.
I am enjoying it.
Yeah, I can see that. So what are you gonna do next with your unshot and healthy body?
I'll finish up Nick's article. It's the least I can do for him.
It's the least we can do. We'll finish the article together.
Uh-huh. I should go.
I had a feeling you would say that. You stay out of trouble, Sam Higgs. And maybe don't wait so long to darken my doorstep again.
I guess we'll just have to see, won't we?
Mr. Higgs, not surprised to see you here.
I'm a little surprised to see you.
Just giving my well wishes to Miss Miller. You did the right thing rooting out that ruffian. The town is better for it.
Right or wrong, it doesn't feel good. People got hurt.
That may be true. Still, what you did helped everyone. Really bolstered the common good. Be proud.
Common good. I've heard that before.
Common good. Common good shit. That common good shit, right?
I know what she'll say. Calm down. Think of the common good.
I don't understand. It's not that easy to leave.
Kathy, could she be the supplier?
Get out the way.
Something's missing. How did Declan know I was meeting Dennis?
I heard you messed up Dennis pretty good last night.
Go check on Joan.
Who overheard me and Dennis talking? Who told Declan?
After your barroom brawl, I did best to prevent you from following that other man outside.
Have you met Hugh? He took over the old pharmacy just after you left.
Nick suspected a drug ring flourished after the mine closed.
Honestly, afraid you'd end up like your friend. Common good. Young man, is everything all right?
I was lost in thought, and I've been lost in thought a lot lately.
Oh, yes. I'm sure you have a lot to think about.
Nick never put it together. He was too close. It was you.
What exactly are you trying to say?
It wasn't enough to be a pill mill like every other two-bit pharmacy. You've been skimming. Extra boxes lost, records forged, ending up with Declan.
Now, that is a very serious accusation. The kind that, without proof, would never hold up.
The court of public opinion doesn't need documentation or a trail of evidence. 3 people are dead. Their trails all lead back to you.
You seem to have me confused for a criminal mastermind. I'm just a small-town businessman. I go where there's opportunity. And I've helped this town. I've created jobs. I've invested. I never forced anyone to do anything. I've only given people what they wanted. What they needed. I was here. I rolled up my sleeves and I got to work. Where were you?
I'm here now. My sleeves are rolled up and I'm getting to work. I'm not asking for you to explain. I just wanted you to know. I wanted to look you in the eye before I brought your whole world down.
Joe, Kathy, Joan.
Don't you threaten them.
I would never, but you do. Why do you think Nick never wrote his article? Never went to the police?
Kathy was always in the way. You used Kathy as a shield.
Come now, you knew him. You think he was so easily misguided? A little girl's future and a girlfriend with an aging father? Both cost money. People always find ways to get what they want. The question is, who profits? Criminals? Mobsters? Lowlifes? Take out the middleman and a worse one slides in. Nick understood as much.
He wasn't like that. You didn't know him.
Did you? He was going to bury the story.
It doesn't matter what lies you tell. I knew who Nick really was.
Admirable, if misguided. People rarely show their friends who they really are.
What Nick did is irrelevant. What matters is what you'll be doing. If you drop this misguided effort to accuse a kindly old man of heinous acts, I promise Kathy, Joe, and Joan will want for nothing. However, if you follow through with this foolishness, I only doubt I'd spend even a single day behind bars. I'm old. I have money and lawyers, and when I speak, people listen. But what of Nick, who took bribe, buried the truth? What will his daughter think when I have no choice but to reveal he is just another dirty reporter? And let's not forget poor Kathy, who worked directly for me. It would at least cost her her job. Isn't being a single parent hard enough? Don't throw their lives away, Sam. Learn from your mistakes.
You can do whatever you want. I'm gonna finish what Nick started. Maybe you'll go to jail, maybe not. But people will know what you did. And they'll all know the common good never factored in. You did it all for yourself. And I'll make sure the life you've built burns for it.
Well, folks, I hope you've got your seatbelts on, because we've got one nasty story coming up. 2 years ago, West Virginia, a small mining town loses its mine. Income plummets, unemployment skyrockets. The stage is set for an unscrupulous pharmacist to roll into town. Two years later, over 1 million pills were shipped to the small West Virginian town of Basswood, many sold right here on our streets. The article by journalist Samuel Higgs goes on. Information brought to light in this article led to the investigation of Hugh Kirkland, a seemingly respectable senior who turned out to be the mastermind behind this pill mill scheme. The Basswood Police Department is now under investigation. How the small town of Basswood can recover from such a blow is anyone's guess. All right, time to kick up your feet on the dashboard.
Et oui les gars, je vous l'avais dit depuis le début, je soupçonnais le pharmacien, c'était obligé qu'il ait des liens avec le trafic de drogue. Donc j'avais raison, l'instinct ne trompe jamais. Et donc là, donc ce qu'on comprend dans cette fin, c'est qu'effectivement donc Anna a survécu, ça c'est une bonne chose. Par contre, on a réussi à faire le lien et à mettre en avant le fait qu'effectivement le pharmacien avait un rôle à jouer dans tout ça. Et en fait la décision qu'on a prise, quand il nous a dit en gros est-ce que tu comptes me dénoncer ou est-ce que tu vas laisser ça derrière toi et fermer les yeux? Là, on vient de refuser. Et donc, on a une autre fin qui vient après, c'est dans le cas où on accepte.
Fine. I'll keep your dirty little secret. Just know, I'll be keeping tabs on you. If I ever hear Kathy, Joan, or Joe want for anything.
Never. Kathy will get a raise, college for Joan, and Joe won't miss another medical payment ever again. As long as you keep your word, I will care for them like I do for this town. Don't you worry. Don't you worry at all.
This This is Carrie James at 1043 WVCK, the Basswood Sound. Heard the news today? Fresh details emerged about the opioid scandal in Basswood. Chief Bess Mitchell is with us today to explain the situation. Chief Mitchell, what can you tell us?
Well, it's a real barrel of snakes, Carrie. The deaths of the Basswood Jungle employees is an unforgivable tragedy. It was the work of a single corrupt officer. We believe Officer Declan was trying to cover up his connection to the local drug trade. With this bad element removed, I assure you we have everything under control. I want to let everyone in Basswood know it won't be long before we have this drug problem wrapped up.
Wish I could say this was a new story around here, but it's a cycle we've seen time and time again around these parts. All right, time to kick up your feet on the dashboard. We've got a bit of easy listening coming up.
Sam, where the hell are you? Someone paid off my dad's medical bills. Was that you? Where did you even get that kind of money? This is too much. You can't... Look, call me back.
Voilà, et là probablement la pire fin, du coup, ça va être celle où effectivement non seulement on comprend que le pharmacien était derrière tout ça, et en plus on vient de perdre Anna. Sur ce, je vous laisserai sur cette dernière fin. Je vous remercie d'avoir suivi ce let's play jusqu'au bout. Je vous fais des grosses bises, je vous dis à bientôt, c'était Voldo. Ciao.
If I dodge, I'm safe for the moment, but what then? I'll lose sight of Declan and he might focus on Anna.
No one's coming to help you. You bitch!
Bastard.
No, no, no! Anna? Can you hear me? I need you to stay with me. I need you to...
Sam, got a moment? I hope you know you've got my honest sympathies. If there's anything the Basswood Police Department can do for you, or even just little old me, you give me a holler, all right? For now, I wanted to tell you, we found Declan's fingerprints on Dennis's gun. Dickie's statement also corroborates your testimony. No charges are going to be filed against you. It's clear self-defense. Still hard to believe a man I trusted was running a drug ring. Here.
I'm gonna make sure that what happened to Nick is big news.
I know you will, sweetie. Just keep something in mind. I think God put an angel and a devil in each of us when we were born. We spend our whole lives watching them fight it out. And most days, that little angel comes out on top. But we all have times when it's the devil who's in charge.
There's no devil or angel to blame. Declan became a dirty cop and you didn't see it.
You're entitled to your opinion. Everyone is. No, I do my best. Anyway, I guess I've kept you long enough. I'll let you go now. Look after yourself, Sam. Though I guess you always do, huh?
You can tell a lot about people just by paying attention. Well, I'm paying attention now. Hey, Ethan.
Sam? I'm not sure what to say. I know you and Anna were close. I'm sorry about what happened.
I appreciate that. Hey.
Oh, you're never gonna apologize for breaking in, huh? What an asshole. But I guess you have other things to worry about. It's been a hell of a week. So, you, holding up all right?
I'll live.
Well, listen, next time you're at the Haven, let me buy you a beer, all right?
I'll probably take you up on that. He looks so lost. It's been a rough week.
Yes, it has. Maybe the roughest I have ever seen. And I've lived almost twice as long as you.
There'll be better weeks than this. It'll pass.
I know. Time heals all. It's hard to find any truth to it right now. So many people I love are gone. It leaves a pallor on the world. I'm not sure where I'll go from here. What about you? Did you have time to consider what comes next?
I'm not planning to stay in town. Nothing for me here anymore.
Hard to blame you. I might leave as well, if I'm being honest. Time to hang up my saddle.
Any idea where you'd go?
None. But I have money saved for retirement. I could waste it traveling with my mother. See the world. Live life instead of writing about it. And you might think about doing the same. Life is short and fleeting, like the sunset. If you pay attention, it can be beautiful. If you don't, it's gone before you even know it happened. Anyway, I've rambled on long enough. Make sure to look after yourself, Samuel.
Bug? None of this was your fault.
I wish I hadn't given Anna such a hard time before. She didn't want to be a stepmother and, well, I didn't want to be a stepdaughter. Now, I don't know. I'll never know if it could have been okay. I shouldn't have told you about my dad.
If you hadn't, Declan would still be hurting people.
That's true. It just... If I hadn't said anything, this wouldn't have happened to Anna. But I was so mad about my dad. So mad that I couldn't even cry. Well, I couldn't until now. Until I finally knew what happened. And that makes me feel selfish. Like all of this happened because of me.
It's not your fault.
Just so many people that I loved are just...
Gone?
Sam. Of course, she just walks off. I don't know how to reach that girl. It was hard before, but now she's completely shut me out.
It's not surprising, given what happened. This town is no place for a teenager. Kathy, now is the time to get out of Basswood.
You don't understand. It's not that easy to leave. You've always managed to get Joan to talk to you. Any advice?
You can't keep blaming her for everything. You also have to work on your own issues.
What? Who are you to say that to me? You don't know the first thing about me.
I know Joan feels you don't listen to her. She told me last week she was about to leave for her aunt's. She even told me about your pills, Kathy.
She did. And you didn't think to come warn me? This shows how much you really care about her. Anyway, I was going to take some time off work, get myself together. After everything that's happened, I figured it's time I got a hold of things. I didn't need you to tell me that. Take care of yourself, Sam.
I'll leave them to it. Not the type of situation I can help with anyways. Joe, I'm so...
You promised you'd keep her safe. I knew she was in danger. Your poker face has always been crap, but I trusted you. Thought you'd keep her safe. Thought you cared for her, but you didn't. She's dead, and...
No one could have stopped Anna from doing the right thing.
I should have at least tried. Sam, you're the only one who might know the pain I'm going through.
Joe, if I could have taken the bullet for her, I would have. But it didn't happen that way.
No. Instead, you put my daughter in danger, and she paid the price for you.
Anna was... She was... words. You spend your whole life devoted to them, yet they fail you when you need them most. I miss her. And I don't think I have anything else.
I think you managed to give voice to the feelings of many of us here. Do you mind if I speak a little? I didn't know her as well as most of you.
Of course, of course. Anyone can speak if they want to.
I only knew Anna for a few years. But within that short time, she impressed me with her strength. She understood what really mattered wasn't herself, but something greater. The community around her, her friends, her loved ones. She was a true defender of the common good. The kind of person who's always looking after whoever is standing next to her. She was fearless. You only needed to look her in the eyes for a few seconds.
Common good. I've heard that before.
Common good shit, right?
I know what she'll say. Calm down. Think of the common good.
You don't understand. It's not that easy to leave.
Kathy, could she be the supplier?
Out the way, out the way.
Something's missing. How did Declan know I was meeting Dennis?
I heard you messed up Dennis pretty good last night.
Go check on Joan.
Who overheard me and Dennis talking? Who told Declan?
After your barroom brawl, I did best to prevent you from following that other man outside.
Have you met Hugh? He took over the old pharmacy just after you left.
Nick suspected a drug ring flourished after the mine closed.
Honestly afraid you'd end up like your friend. Common good. Compromising was never her way. She was ready to pay the ultimate price if it meant getting the truth out. Because Basswood meant more to her than her own life. We will honor her memory by keeping what she fought for. This community together. It's the least she deserves.
There's drugs in them hills. That would have been Nick's title for this article. He would have started with a self-deprecating tirade about how he couldn't resist the joke. It would have been a good opening. He never wrote that article. It would have been about greed, drugs, and lies. Nick was found dead on the side of the road. It was called an accident. It wasn't. Now let me tell you a story about the men who murdered him, and about the truth he died for.
Well, folks, I hope you got your seatbelts on, because we've got one nasty story coming up. 2 years ago, West Virginia, a small mining town loses its mine. Income plummets, unemployment skyrockets. The stage is set for an unscrupulous pharmacist to roll into town. 2 years later, over 1 million pills were shipped to the small West Virginia town of Basswood, many sold right here on our streets. The article by journalist Samuel Higgs goes on. Information brought to light in this article led to the investigation of Hugh Kirkland, a seemingly respectable senior who turned out to be the mastermind behind this pill mill scheme. The Basswood Police Department is now under investigation. How the small town of Basswood can recover from such a blow is anyone's guess. All right, time to kick up your feet on the dashboard.